Alright. Hey guys, welcome to episode, what is this? 4, I think, of StoneBlock. I'm a little lost on what I was doing before, because I had just gotten over whatever I was sick with. I think it might have been a strep, and I've never had that before, and it was absolutely atrocious. Ooh, sword plus card. So, cross card, sword. Yeah, it was absolutely horrible. Would not recommend. I was sitting there coughing up blood for about 2 weeks, and it wasn't very enjoyable. But I'm all better now. $200 less money because I went to the doctor to see if they knew what it was, but well, if it was strep, but it turned out to not be strep. Hmm. I'm just glad it wasn't strep, because that would have sucked as well, but at least I experienced uh, that. I did do the one chip challenge. That was rough. Not very enjoyable on that either. Honestly, it felt as bad coming out as it did going in. And that honestly kind of surprised me because I deal with heat pretty well most of the time. I typically make my regret reserve hot sauce seem like nothing. But man, that one chip killed me. Honestly, I'd do it again though. I just wouldn't do it anywhere that I've got something to do because I didn't know what was up until after everything was said and done. I'd still say if you like hot foods, though, it's worth a try. I've heard that the regret hot sauce is also worse, which I would like to experience, but Apparently, Regret Hot Sauce has 12 million Scoville heat units, which sounds absolutely atrocious, but so fun. Fun to experience. Not so fun to live through. I should really stream this. That'd be the right thing to do. And then just make these VODs since I haven't really done a whole lot of editing or anything yet. I'm still a little too nervous to start trying that. I'm still unsure what my editing style is, but for the time being, we're just gonna do it like we're streaming and call it okay. No harm, no foul, just gotta do my best to show up and make it happen. I'm just glad to be back. I went on a more than preferred stint of not recording or anything. I'm probably gonna try and change my time schedule on this stuff though. I was doing my best to work on waking up as early as possible, but that's not going very well, so I'll just do late at night. I just didn't quite want to do it and wake my wife up since she works day shift. But she gave me the okay, so if anyone's curious, the guy that recommended or asked that I do this uh is an older friend of mine. Me and him have been friends for quite some time. We don't talk nearly as much anymore, but I'd still consider him a friend. I mean, that is kind of part of growing up, so I just need to take some things off my plate, though. And this isn't one of the things I want to take off my plate. One ideal thing to do would be change jobs, but I can't exactly do that at the moment. If you all support me by liking, commenting, and subscribing, then you could definitely help me change what I do for a living. And I'd be eternally grateful. Where is it? Lava in a barrel. A stone barrel, I believe. Is it like this? No. Is it like this? Yes. What I need is some of this iron for a hopper. That way I can set it up to infinitely feed into the cobblestone into the crucible. I'm really happy to get back on this grind, though. It was good for me. It fills more of my time, which is quite helpful. I don't do well when I have free time. And that's okay. Not everyone does okay when they've got free time, and that's all fine and dandy. That's is receiving dust, I believe. Yeah. See, a crazy thing that most people might disagree with or something is I kind of wish I went to a bar for my 21st birthday, but I have never been to a bar yet, so I've been told that it's very overpriced and not really worth it, but I'd still like to do it for the experience. I like doing things just for the experience in general, because experiencing things at least once is typically pretty good. How can I get reach on you? Modifiers. I can't get reach. I could have sworn reach was a thing. Yes, not. Perfect solution. There you go. Those items are being awful weird. I should bring RSM on every once in a while just to chat. That'd be nice. Especially since it's been ages since we've talked. Almost 2 years, actually. I want to say the last time we talked was around the time my daughter was born. Which is kind of crazy to think about. I always forget how old she is. Just because she's like running around and doing everything. There's never any slowing her down or anything. She just absolutely hates when you impede on her exploring. Two redstone. Very nice. Redstone. When people say that your kids grew up so fast, they really aren't kidding. It feels almost as if you blink, you'll miss it. smelt it, don't you? I remember the day my daughter was born so fondly that it feels like it was just yesterday, and then I remember that she's almost 2. Probably gonna make these a little bit shorter and just try and do as much progression as possible with the schedule change. I hope everyone's okay with that, because I keep having to pause the recording because I think I might be waking my wife up. I really need to just move the recording to the basement, but I only have till one PC at the moment. Need more diamonds. If I record in the basement, then I don't have to change anything. That'd be the ideal thing. Because then I can be loud as I want and record whatever I want. I'm just doing my best right now to actually talk when playing video games, because typically I'm sitting here in silence. I used to talk a lot more while playing games, but stopped when I stopped playing with friends so much. I'll be honest, I do miss playing with friends sometimes, though. All the late night gaming sessions we'd have, just playing and making jokes. Kinda makes me wish I started these this recording thing a whole lot sooner. Stepped out of my bubble a whole lot sooner. Who knows, maybe later down the line I'll do a face cam. Wouldn't that be the shit? Especially if I start streaming. The order I'll probably invest in things for. This is probably proper mic. Uh, and then probably a face cam. Unless anybody who's been doing this knows better and thinks I should invest in things in a different order. I'm always open to constructive feedback and criticism. If you guys feel I could be doing something better, please let me know. And I'll do my best to improve. But also make, hopefully, pretty good content out of it. Because at the end of the day, I'm trying to make content for all you fine folk out there. I guess I ought to change my about me on YouTube though. Since I guess you could say I have decided finally. We all start somewhere, right? If you go back to the beginning of most content creators' channels, they started about the same lines I'm at. Just gotta do our best to stay consistent. The only time my consistency will break on uploads, hopefully I'll keep to 5 uploads a week, but the only real time it'll break is whenever I get sick or something. Well, really sick. Otherwise, I'll probably be uploading every single week. I'm gonna have to wrap it up rather soon, though, so that I can get some sleep myself before work tomorrow. I'd say we made pretty alright progress today, though. Much better. We're gonna wait this out before we go, though. Let me know if you guys would be interested in some Marvel Rivals content. I'm not perfect at it, but I have gotten to Diamond 2 thus far. And I'm working on improving in that as well. That'd be something I could be interested in recording or even streaming. If only I could get my wife on here with me. That's a lot of lapids. I got a lot of lapids. Okay, right? What's the worst that could happen? Especially now that I have a pendant. Oh, I guess that's the worst that could happen. Cool. Not too useful, not too useless, I guess. I wonder if it'd be more efficient. It'd probably be more efficient to do compressed stuff. I'll be wrapping it up once we get into the nether. Let me see what we'll do next time around. I'm definitely going to be pushing for this as soon as I physically can. I am horrible about storage. Absolutely atrocious, as well as better uh better sieves, better power generation, and storage. That's what I'll be pushing for as quick as I can. And then an auto sieve too. Alright. Well, shit. Let me go ahead and pause the recording and break this. Actually, I'll just speed it up whenever I'm done here. Actually, what am I doing? Oh, okay. Well, that was helpful. I'll speed it up once I'm done. Well, that took a while. I assume that was about the same as breaking it with my fist. Just about. But I think that's where we'll be wrapping it up. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. If you guys wouldn't mind liking, commenting, and subscribing, I'd be eternally grateful. You guys have a good day. Bye.